Hey y'all, what's up, what's up, what's up? You at Talent, take a look inside truth. I'm your host, KG Lavancy. Thank y'all for tuning in. We are at episode 2. So if you here now, let me just give you a shout out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We doing this. So look, I'm reading this. Well, okay, I picked up this book. Look, and I took out my bookmark, but I was reading this book right here, Contagious, and it say why things catch on. So I read a little bit, but basically what they talking about is like how some things could take off or catch on, or because basically you trying to, okay, we talking about business, we talking about products, selling things, we got, you probably an artist, you trying to get people, what makes people want to listen to you, want to be interested in you, what makes somebody posting something on social media go viral, why do people want to eat less carbs or take more vitamins. They saying like instead of, sometimes it could be word of mouth. Sometimes they saying like go out and do ads, so people feel like if they spend a lot of money on doing ads and then they start to sell the product, most people be interested because they heard about it before they actually seen it. It's hard to have somebody try something new when they looking at it for the first time, and then you want them to think is as great as it is, but they're just now being introduced to it. So therefore you have to make them want what it is that you are selling. Dang, you gotta make them want what you selling. How you gonna make them want what you selling? So you gotta make it like, make them intrigued, like, you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a part-time everything. You know what I'm saying? I got 1,000 jobs, and don't tell me that I can't do them all. You know what I'm saying? Just stay consistent. But for myself, even for this, like, you know, I just believe that sometimes some people have more of a popularity thing. And people may know you before you even go out there and try to start a business or do something like that, and they gonna support you based on the fact of who you are. Sometimes a lot of things that we do is nothing but a popularity contest. You get it? If everybody was shopping at Walmart and saying forget Burberry or Louis Vuitton, you know what I'm saying, then that's what because if the popularity was based on we shopping at Walmart, then they would do it. You got broke people who pockets is on E, who's saying, no, I'm finna get that Louis Vuitton when I get my next check. So you didn't spend your whole check on something you can't afford based on popularity. It was contagious. They done made it contagious. And it's not an edible thing, but mentally they have developed a broke slash rich taste. You know what I'm saying? But it's because it became contagious. So me personally, it's like taking this information and knowing and kind of understanding what it is that they talking about. I feel like, consistency plays a big part in anything. You could be selling or be promoting something that is just not good. Some try to be nice, like some trash. And I think that, with consistency, people see you. It's like self-esteem. You can be not necessarily a good-looking person, but if you see somebody walking around, self-esteem is on high, and you personally may look at them and be like, they ain't the most attractive person. You know what I'm saying? But because of how high they self-esteem is, they come walking in like they own the place, dressing nice, may smell good. You know what I'm saying? They just really not, attractive in that area, but the way that they think about themselves and they wear, they say you wear your feelings on your sleeve. They have put out the energy that they believe about themselves and made it contagious upon you. You ever look at somebody and say, man, that ain't that bad. And just said, that ain't that bad. And It wasn't because all of a sudden you had to change your heart mentally. The energy that they brought you has become contagious to you. It's like you being angry out there and you being around somebody that's just happy. Somebody finna be more contagious than the other person. I hope it's the happy one. You know what I'm saying? Going back to business, consistency sells more than product. And I believe that a lot of us fail because mentally you can get discouraged because something that you put out there, you expect it like, man, this gonna hit, this is good, to just blow. Or yeah, to just blow. And you don't get what you looking for. You might get 0 calls on your ass and you didn't put your phone number. You probably get 6 views on a video, 50 max. You know what I'm saying? That you thought was just gonna be it, downright it. This was gonna be the one that's what's gonna break us out of these chains, and it wasn't. So people mentally get discouraged. See, I was like that. I was like, see, I thought, I ain't gonna say I thought too highly of myself, but I thought that talent, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I've um lyrically I am good. I'm good with music. That's, you know, my that's my area. Like that's my easy take right there. But I wasn't born with that, developed that. When I was a kid, I learned, you know what I'm saying? So I figured, look, I know I'm good. I put something out there, it's finna hit. I don't gotta worry about it. You know, I already stand out because of, you know, multiple things already stand out. So I had this in my mind, but what I didn't have in my mind was the fact that if this does not work out, do not give up. That was not in my mind because I never thought it could fail. Well, it probably wasn't even a fail. It's just that it didn't do what I thought it would do. So I looked at it like I failed. And, you know, you get discouraged. So when you get discouraged about something, 9 times out of 10, you may try it again, you may not. You may sit back and probably feel like it ain't for me. So I went through some time of having to ask myself, like, and right now, okay, let me come back to, okay, so right now I'm talking about music. You know what I'm saying? Like, because this is still a product. You still promoting something. You still putting it out there. You are still trying to become contagious. You are still trying to make people like you, to have, or even if they don't, shoot, half the time you don't even meet people. So you trying to get people to feel you through energy, through lyrics, through, you know what I'm saying, a vibe that they haven't even had contact with, but something in it, or you know what I'm saying, like based on your persistence. People are like, well, I see them all the time, so I guess I like them. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I guess. But I didn't have that, if it does not go the way that I'm thinking it will, to keep going. Like I didn't have that in my mind. So I let myself down. Then nobody else let me down. I let myself down because mentally I had such a high standard. This is going to be it. And again, like they said, you have to make things contagious. What it was only contagious to me. I've been doing, I know the work ethics, I know what I've been, you know, what I've been doing, I know how good it was, whatever. That doesn't define what is going to be. You know how many people out there are good at what they do, but it's sitting to the side and it's not being pursued because they tried once maybe and they just gave up on something because they had such a high standard, such as myself that I've had mentally. You have such a high standard, and then when something don't go the way you thinking, you don't think of fail, so you just like, phew, and that's it. And you thinking, dang, what did I do wrong? You did nothing wrong. You didn't make your idea contagious. People don't know you. You know you. This right now, a lot of things that we doing, it's a popularity contest. Either you gonna get with it or get lost. It's as simple as that. And so, um, I took a break about a year. I took a year break away from just doing music, pushing this, you know, being um, consistent in it, giving my money to it, because It costs when you are trying to start something. The first thing you need to know is that you ain't gonna make no money. You spending money. So when you at that other job making them checks or whatever it is that you getting your money from, is going to that business. You putting all in. You pouring in. And then through your consistency and contagiousness, if that's the word, or you being your idea or your promotion being contagious, you know, you will eventually get back. And unfortunately, sometimes that could take years. You get some people who do it like that, and so you think I'm better than that. I should have been. And sometimes it's just not our time. Like, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, and there's no better time than a time when it happens. You may feel like it should have happened 10 years ago, but when it happened 10 years later, you like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. You right on time. So it's never a fail. But anyways, like I was saying, so I took a break from doing my music for a long time, for a year. That I told you, a year. So I was focusing on other things with my family, and getting certain things together, being able to stack some money and everything, because I wasn't in such a good position with my job financially. So whatever I was getting and I was putting towards my music, it's just like I was just giving. I'm doing paycheck to paycheck to fund this. But the part that I missed about everything was the fact that I was thinking, just because I was better than this person lyrically, more talent, whatever, that I should have been, or I could have this position, get out my way. And that's not how it works. You have to be consistent, persistent, contagious, and you have to be a beast. This game right here, because that's what it is. It's a game. And if you don't play the game, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be pushed to the back. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good your product is. And I don't care how much you feel like you should be right here, number one, because of dot, dot, dot. If you ain't doing and working as hard as that next person who you may feel like you graded in, guess what? You're going to be standing behind them. And you better get comfortable, because if you ain't willing to put in the work, do the work, and you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got to be a beast. If you're not willing to do that, you need to humble yourself. And that's what happened to me. I got humbled. And I wasn't upset about it. I had to do some rethinking. And I was like, dang, like what am I doing? And that's when I realized the world we living in today, especially with our music, man, it's about the hard work. People are attracted to popularity. Popularity wins the contest. So through your consistency, through people just seeing you, people, it's like this. It's almost like people get to know you later. Don't worry about, but I'm a good person. Why not me? Why are you? Why are you? You ain't showing. Why are you? Like, you got to put that work in. Go hard. This is a thing, like E40 said, go hard or go home. And if you can't come and figure out how to get the tools, like, and that's one thing about me, is why I feel like, let me put God at the forefront, because I can't do this. There's a lot of stuff that I just do not know. And if I don't put him at the forefront, I'm finna be lost trying to figure this out on my own, because it gets difficult. It gets frustrated. Man, you meet some people who playing a dirty game. And when you ain't willing to play that game like they playing, then guess what? You're going to get ran over. And I'm not saying that, okay, I sat back, I got humble, now I figured I got to play a dirty game. I ain't never going to play a dirty game. I ain't never finna get in bed with that. I don't have to. But what I do have to do is understand I ain't better than nobody that I'm not working harder than. That's just like Kobe Bryant. He said that he used to go, I seen it in an interview, he used to go to the gym. He used to, when people was out partying, he would stay home. He wasn't invited out. So he working on his game 24/7. He'll be in the gym. Somebody will come after him and be in the gym. He could have been left. He said, I work harder to stay in there. And when they leave, you know what I'm saying, then it's about time. He said at them, I seen who showed up late. to practices, who wasn't on time, who wasn't putting in that work, who was missing days. So during that game, you think I'm finna pass you the ball? Why? You ain't putting in no work. So that's just like a person feeling like they just belong here because they got the gift. Like, give me the ball, I got it. You don't deserve that, right? And so that's just like kind of like what I was humble with. Like, I feel like I didn't deserve it because I was kind of lazy. You felt like you should be like somebody owe you something. You should just be here because you just God's giving gift. No, you ain't. God gonna bless you, but God blesses a hard-working person. So you really do have to like, you gotta push. You gotta be willing to, you know what I'm saying, almost like outwork the next person. And it's like, well, it is competition. It's all competition. It ain't like I ain't competing with nobody. I'm competing. I'm in this game. I'm competing. What a line at? You know what I'm saying? I'm competing. I'm here. You know? And it's just like, yeah, boom, okay, I'm staying in my own lane. I'm gonna stay in my own lane when I do what I do. But you have to work. You have to work. You have to work. A lot of people that's here right now, again, like I said, they are here based on popularity or their consistency. Some people really didn't blow up or get their idea off the ground for years. And you know how many people turned them down or turned their nose up or had, negative things to say. But guess what? When it became something that everybody like, I guess it is cool. I mean, they all right. Or they might still say, I don't like you. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. You can't get me to watch it. I don't want to see it. I ain't interested. But guess what? If you got 5 people in the group and 1 or 2 people is like no to something, but the rest is like, yeah, by you, them liking whatever it is that you promoting, they finna feel like just try it. So they might try just because of a friend, not necessarily because of you. But hey, that's cool. That's the way it worked. That's the way it worked. So I just find that, it ain't even about being, all the time you ain't gonna feel motivated. You ain't gonna wanna do this. This is gonna be a hard job, a hard life, and you gonna get some hard no's, and don't be crying them hard tears. You know what I'm saying? You gotta it's like bucking up at life. That's what it is, bucking up at life, believing that God is, you put God before you, to walk before you. You put God first. Guess what? And you just follow behind. And guess what? Even when them bad days coming, it's just not working out for you. Take it as maybe it just wasn't for you, and God moved something out the way for you. It's cool. Because trust me, when it happens, you're going to feel like you're probably the only person in the world with just who ever been this happy. The joy is going to be unexplainable to people. But just give it time. And I'm also talking to myself. I have to, sometimes beyond being motivated, sometimes I ain't motivated. Sometimes I can't even think of nothing to talk about. I'm like, man, I'm sitting in front of this camera. I got to be talking. Who am I? I ain't got nobody to answer me. So right now, I'm just talking. It's crazy. I was talking to my twin brother the other day, and I was telling him, boom, I'm doing this podcast, and yada, yada, yada. And he like, so what you do? You just be sitting there asking yourself questions and answering them. And I'm laughing like, you got jokes. But it's true. It's true. You ain't having a conversation with nobody, And that's probably one of the most, look, it's probably so many people who sit and will talk to themselves and be like, but in front of people, I can't say 2 words. In front of a camera, I can't say 2 words. But here it is. And for me, see, I just think that it's going to be a lot of things that's, that don't come easy. But you really do have to pick and choose what you're willing to battle and what you're willing to give up on. Because just know, if you fought to do something and push through, no matter how many no's you got, no matter how hard it got, you know what I'm saying? And no matter how many people was not in agreement with your idea, nor whether or not people paid attention. Sometimes you just ain't gonna get people that pay attention. It ain't nothing personal. It's just everybody moving like this. They all either on drugs, they got a job, paying bills, got a lot of kids. Sometimes people are just not focused on it. But again, if you fighting through a battle, someday it's gonna pay off. That's just how it works. It's all this business is a system. That's just how it works. So it's almost like you're gonna fight through this battle, and you know somewhere, when you don't know when, but somewhere down that line, something gonna come out of it. But you can guarantee that if you give up, ain't nothing gonna happen. That's what you can guarantee. Because you ain't getting nothing out of doing nothing. It's something just, if something fall in your lap, or if something have ever fell in somebody's lap, trust me. Something falling in your lap versus somebody working hard for something, you got to tell me where you think that beast lies. If I'm working hard for something, you think you gonna be able to get in front of me when this just landed in your lap? I didn't work hard for this. I didn't sweat it, blood, sweat, and tears for this. And you think sometimes people get something and feel like, oh my God, I was blessed with it. And maybe you were. But sometimes you can be blessed with something and have something fall in your lap. And then you can be up, so high up, you didn't lost gravity. But you didn't know what to do with it. So here you come, crashing back down. So I think be patient. And again, like I said, I'm telling myself this too, be patient. Because there is a timing on everything. You just don't know when, but just don't stop. This book right here, if you one of those people where you feeling like, but why this, why that, try this. I'm going to show you it again. Contagious. Who's the author? Let me see. Jonah Berger. That's it. Try it. Like, read. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. Like, this, you only gonna lose if you stop, if you give up. You may feel like you getting a late start at life with whatever it is, maybe a career, whatever it is. But as long as you moving, you winning. It's just not your time. But if you working hard, trust me, you got a time. You just don't know when. And all the time, again, like I said, you ain't gonna feel motivated to do it, but do it. Do it. Figure out something that, I don't know, whatever it is, you trying to be out there, become a firefighter, you're a doctor, you trying to promote a business, a shoe brand, you trying to be an artist, whatever it is, put some type of work in every day towards what it is that you feel like you want. Don't put it to the side. You know what I'm saying? Do not give up. Whatever it is that you feel like, this is my path, this is what I want to do, don't give up. Don't give up. And it might come at such a late time where you feel like, I don't want this no more. But hey, that's your choice. That's your choice. But when they say hard work pays off, that ain't a myth. That is a fact. That is a fact. Hard work does pay off. Mm-hmm. Hard work pay off. So I want y'all to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Put your best shoes on, lace them up, get ready, you know what I'm saying, to rumble. Because you know what I'm saying? It's like fighting your way through, like whatever. Be willing to fight your way through whatever. What they say, you walk into big rooms like you belong there. If you feel yourself drifting or going in certain places and you're like, I don't even know how I got in here, trust in God. God put you there. So when you walk in a room, own it. And when he walked in, whether you get good news or bad news, just know that he came before you. You just got to want him there. He always there. but you gotta want him there, like the connection. You gotta want the connection. Help him, tell him that, you know what I'm saying? Help you for your idea of things to become contagious. But guess what? Ain't nobody finna just go out and just do the work for you. It's a team effort. It's a team effort. And if you one of those people who just feel like I'm just pushing through and I'm a one-man army, look, whatever it is, just don't give up. Don't stop. Don't stop. You close. You close. Something about just knowing something is at the end of the tunnel, man, that junk keep me going. It keep me going. I'm coming up with different ideas. I don't know. Something's gonna work. Something is gonna work. Something is gonna give. I ain't giving up. I ain't sitting here. Man, look, life be life, and all right. And if you don't get with the program, man, you done have 5, 10 years that done passed you by, and you like, God, you know what I'm saying? So just, man, don't give up. Stay focused. Stay consistent. And even when you got them times where you just ain't in it, like your heart just not there, just know that it's okay. You're gonna have those days. It's okay. Get back up, pick your head up, and do what you gotta do. Y'all remember seeing that picture when it was the dude who started Amazon sitting at his desk by himself with a poster that he wrote out and said Amazon, posted on the wall. Before Amazon was what it was today, worth what it was today, that man believed in it and was moving forward. And who knows how long it took. But you could do it. It's going to happen for you. It's going to happen for me, for sure, because I ain't stopping. I ain't giving up. You know what I'm saying? Man, look. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. I thank God for all the breakthroughs, for all the things that didn't work out, because when you're placing them at the forefront of your life, your decisions, and your movements, you're going to understand that some things just ain't for you. But when they are, you're going to know that they are. You're going to know that they are. So just be patient, okay? Stay focused, stay humble, stay ready. But when it's time to be a beast, listen, man, this is a game we playing. Sometimes you're going to have to come up out your shell and you're going to have to get on beast mode. I ain't saying be ugly, get nasty with it, get negative, get disrespectful. I'm not saying none of that. All I'm saying is that them no's, they don't break you. They making you stronger. You got it. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing through. Hey, man, you tuned in to Talent. Take a look inside truth. I'm your host, KG. Look, we finna let this one go early. Keep doing what y'all doing. Again, I want to thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. And look, tune in. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and y'all share this with people. And right now, like I said, if this ain't contagious for you, I just know that someday it will be. But I'm cool. I'm finna keep pushing forward. I'm finna be consistent. I'm finna keep coming for you till you come. And you finna like, hey, we rocking with you, KG. We here. We rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? So, again, thank you. Love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to all y'all.
Give me that.
Thank y'all.
Give me that.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We out.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Somebody pass me the mic and it's gonna be okay. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, somebody pass me the mic and it's gonna be okay.